Can you apply to multiple jobs at the same company? The answer to that is yes, but. And the but means that you need to do it strategically. So, first thing I want you to look at when you are applying to multiple jobs at the same company is I want you to look at the salary ranges of the jobs that you are applying for. Okay. And you should be applying for jobs that are within the same salary range. So you shouldn't be applying for jobs that are based like 60 to 75, and then other jobs that are 100 to 120, and then other jobs that are 140 to 160, right? Because that clearly shows that you have no understanding of where you fit in, what your level is, where in the hierarchy of the company is your experience. So figure out where you fit and then start from there. The next thing is look at the levels of the positions. Are they director positions? Are they manager positions? Are they coordinator positions? Right? You shouldn't be applying for a director position and an administrative assistant position at the same company, right? It makes no sense, right? The same person should not be wanting to do both jobs. Right? So either you're at an administrative assistant position level and don't belong at the director level, or you really belong at the director level and we're only willing to take the administrative assistant position just because in that kind of throw spaghetti against the wall, I'll take anything I can get until I find another job, right? You need to show that you want this specific job. It's more than just applying to a company, it's applying to a certain job at that company. Okay. Now let's talk about the actual jobs. The jobs should be things that you are qualified for, and they should be things that are similar. So you don't want it to be confusing to the person who's reading this, understanding that it may potentially be the same hiring manager or recruiter that is recruiting for multiple positions. So they may be recruiting for all of those positions. So they don't want to see you coming in as a content writer and as an instructional coach and as a learning and development leader and as a coordinator. And it's like, so what job do you actually want? Right? There has to be, now, you've watched my videos, you know that I believe very firmly that you do not need to choose one lane. And people making pivots are very successful when they apply to jobs in different areas, obviously, with different resumes that are targeted and different cover letters. But when you're doing it at the same company, it just seems confusing, right? It seems like you have no direction, like you're just, again, throwing spaghetti against the wall and don't have any clear vision of the job that you want. So be very concerned about that. Now, many recruiters, and this is going to be individual, and that's why you can't get one set of cookie cutter advice. This is going to work every time. Many recruiters will be very happy. Yes, apply to any jobs that you see fit for you. But there are other recruiters who would rather you just apply to the one job. And they will look through and think that if you are more qualified for a different position, like for example, I've had clients that have applied for a more junior level, and then the recruiter has decided that they were skilled for a more senior level position at the same company and have interviewed them for the higher position, not the lower position that they applied for. And they have interviewed for that position and gotten it. Right. So just understand where it's coming from and realize, like everything else, in this job search, you are dealing with real people on the other side. So, what is the impression of this one recruiter who is screening going to be? Okay. But my advice at the end of the day is yes, you can apply for a couple of jobs at the same position. And before you ask me, because I know it's another question, yes, you can apply for the same position again in the future with a updated version of your resume and cover letter, and it is okay to keep applying. Yes, people have been turned down, and then gotten offers for jobs that they had been previously turned down for. So if a job is important to you, a company is important to you, be persistent, right? Have that grit, be persistent. Don't give up on yourself. You can do this. I'm going to pop a video up right here all about your resume and how you can target your resume to the positions you're applying to. My name is Cindy. I empower transitioning teachers, career changers, and those returning to the workforce to find amazing jobs that match their current why. If you'd like some help with this, that is exactly what I do. Let's schedule a free 45-minute discovery call to talk about how I can help you to be successful in your job search. I hope you have a super productive week. Always remember you're a warrior. I'll catch you next week. Have a good one. Bye bye.